Hi Gemini, welcome to your reading. If you're new to the channel, I do timeless readings, which means that whenever you find this video is when you're meant to hear the messages within it. And in case you subscribe, I upload my new videos for Gemini and Sagittarius on Wednesdays. Also, in case you're interested, the deck that I'm using today is called the Ludi Lescott Tarot. And as always, if you guys are interested in getting your personal reading, my information is in the description below. But I do just want to give you guys a little bit of insight as to how I shuffle my cards. I will sometimes have the cards shuffle in, or rather flip over in the deck. I do see them, however, I usually don't take them. I really only take cards that jump out of the deck like these ones have. But my main goal here is to get you guys roughly 8 or 9 cards, so it looks like we only need to pull about 1 or 2 more. But usually when they jump out in groups that are too big, I'll go ahead and put them back in and continue shuffling. So I'm going to take these cards, and now we can get started. All right, Gemini, so I do just want to give you guys a quick reminder that in case you enjoy the reading, the best way to let me know is by leaving a like or a comment. But your overall energy here is the Knight of Wands. Now, the Knight of Wands is an energy that's been very prominent lately. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you need to really focus on your healing, because I think that there's a lot of things, a lot of wounds that we have, especially from childhood, that really limit the way that we act and behave. And I feel like perhaps even in the past it wasn't that big of an issue, or maybe they even served you, but now at this point I feel like you've outgrown these sort of tools that you've had. And I'm hearing it for a lot of you guys, it's coping mechanisms, because I really am cold to say something like tools or mechanisms. But like I was saying, I feel like now it's time to set up a healthier way of interacting with the world. And that's why you have this Nine of Wands as your overall energy. And it's very interesting here because we have the 2 of the major arcana, which is the High Priestess, and then we have the 3, which is the Empress. So the High Priestess and the Empress both symbolize very strong, powerful feminine energy, right? Your femininity will bring forth this power of intuition. And that's what the High Priestess here is trying to tell you. It's trying to signal you that you need to listen to your intuition, and you need to be strong and powerful within yourself. So if your intuition tells you something, for example, listen to your intuition and really try to root yourself down, because oftentimes when you stop listening to your intuition is when you're coming from a place of fear and a place of stress, right? But if you're sort of calm and peaceful within yourself, and you're stable and you're confident, that's when you're going to be able to listen and make use of your intuition the most. And by doing that, you're also going to activate this sort of Empress energy within yourself. So you're becoming the Empress here for sure. And another very powerful element about the Empress is that it's also recognized as the divine feminine. So I'm thinking that a lot of you guys are doing a lot of ascension work. So perhaps some of you guys might be in twin flame reunions, and this is sort of like the final healing steps and before you take some kind of reunion. But that's not really the main focus of what this reading is about. It's more about you, because it's very interesting here that we have the 3 of Pentacles with the Ace of Wands here, because the 3 of Pentacles is in reverse, and the 3 of Pentacles is a card about working together. It's a card about cooperation, and it's a card sometimes even about groupthink. But it's very interesting because, you know, even just the way this card is depicted, it makes me feel like there's this sense of like ungratefulness or uncooperativeness, right? Because he's all alone working on this sort of mural or painting. And it's very interesting because in the painting you can see that there's 2 people there. You can see all 3 people there that are usually depicted in the 3 of Pentacles. So the 3 of Pentacles talks about working together between 3 people, and in this particular depiction we have one person that's painting 3 people that are working together. So it's almost like a spoof or a mockery of the fact that teamwork might not always be possible, right? and it's in reverse. So I feel like this even further more compounds on that kind of energy, to where people aren't being exactly cooperative with you. I feel like you feel this sense of possible like loneliness, like you have to go things about, like you have to go about things yourself, and that you don't have a whole lot of support. But I don't think that this is going to matter a lot in the long run, because you have the Ace of Wands, which is a very passionate, strong new beginning, right? It's also very fire energy, which to me sort of speaks to the Strength card, which is representative of Leo. Leo being a fire sign, right? So what I'm saying here is that even though I don't see like the Strength card, I'm feeling that you guys are drawing upon a lot of strength right now, and that you are completely capable of everything that you need to do with or without people. So don't feel like you can't do things because other people aren't exactly on your side immediately. But this is very much that kind of energy of like, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do it with or without you, right? Also, I'm looking at the cards here, and I'm seeing a lot of threes, because we have the Empress and the Three of Pentacles. That's 3. Then we have 6, which is 3 times 2. 6 in both the Six of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. And then we have the 9 here and the Hermit card, which are both 9s. And then the Knight here, which is the 12. So I'm seeing a lot of that symbolism of the 3. So for some of you guys, the number 3 might be very important. And as I'm saying that, I saw 6:46 on the timer. So pay attention to the number 3. Pay attention to numbers that you might see repeating in your life. But like I was saying, this card here with the Ace of Wands is telling us that you're going to have the strength to carry on anyways. The Six of Wands here is not only telling us that you have the strength, but you also have the victory that comes with it. So you're going to see happiness regardless of if people are exactly cooperating with you right off the bat. And I'm feeling that for some of you guys, this might have to do with love, because I'm seeing the Knight of Cups in reverse with the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So this to me feels like somebody who you have to end up saying no to on a romantic front, because they're not cooperating enough. They're not understanding enough to be a part of a relationship with you. And I feel like if you feel like it's not the correct time to enter into a relationship with this person, follow your intuition, because your intuition is going to be what brings you this victory. And I feel like for some of you guys, that might be a very tough call. Something that you don't necessarily want to do, but you might have to do because your intuition is telling you that it's the right thing to do, even though you don't want to. Because we have the Tower card here, as well as the Hermit card here. So these two cards to me speak of there being some very big, huge change in your life, and that kind of forces you to go deep within and sort these things out and figure out what it is that you want and what your priorities are moving forward. Because the Tower card is all about huge transformations, huge changes, and renovations, revolutions, reconstruction, right? Because the Tower is all about having built a tower that was not on a stable enough foundation. So because it wasn't on that stable foundation, it comes crumbling down, and then you have to rebuild it. And that's kind of what I was saying earlier about this Nine of Wands, where you have to really work on those things and those patterns that maybe have helped you in the past or were working for you at least. But now you're moving into a new stage of your life where you need to really focus on what will achieve your highest good, right? What is going to be the best thing for you? I'm hearing drinking for a lot of you. I think that in the past, you've been using drinking as like a coping mechanism. And I feel like in the past, it was kind of like a so far so good kind of a thing. But now you're starting to realize that if you want to move into this next stage and you want to make a huge like wave and splash when you come in, like that's going to be something that's going to end up holding you back instead of helping you move forward. So that's something to where you might want to practice some moderation, some self-control, because self-control is going to be one of those things that allows you to move forward, because I'm seeing the Six of Pentacles, which is all about charity. And to me, the connection to charity is that you need to work hard in order to have more than enough to where you can give to other people. And that to me sounds like a lot of self-discipline. And that's the kind of energy that these earth sign cards here, like with this with this Hermit card, which represents Virgo, like that's the kind of earthy, strong, self-discipline kind of energy that you are trying to embody right now. Also, I don't think it's a coincidence that Virgo is another sign that is controlled, or rather ruled by Mercury, which is also your ruling planet. So it feels like you're trying to like reach the next step, the next stage. But that was your reading first time around, Gemini. If you enjoyed, please leave a like or a comment, because it really helps out the channel. And I personally really love to know if these readings resonate with you guys. But like I said before, I upload my new videos for Gemini on Wednesdays. But in the meantime, you guys are more than welcome to watch any of my other timeless readings that I have up on the channel. And with that being said, I hope to see you guys next time for your next reading.